Just ignore Ella in the background eating her food. There's some dog ASMR for you. Hey, hi, hello. It's Tokencarnie and you're watching Bujo Boudoir. So you've seen them all over the internet. People talk about them from planners and they use them from minimalistic designs all the way to the really artistic designs. You've seen people like Amanda Rachel Lee post about them. You've seen people like Pick Up Limes post about them. But what the fuck's a bujo? In this video, we're going to talk about what a bullet journal is, how you can use one, and how I use it to make my life a lot easier. So stay tuned. Basically, a bullet journal is a planner that you can change however you want to change it. The bullet journal system was originally designed by a guy named Ryder Carroll, and I will link all of his things below so that you can actually check out the original one. But it follows a very simple plan. The bullet journal is a dotted planner that uses simple designs to help you finish the tasks that you have at hand. So you have each dot represents something different. If you have a dot that has an X through it, that means that it's a task that's been completed. If it has a line completely through it, that means that task is no longer relevant. If it has an arrow, it means it's been migrated or rescheduled to a different date or a later date. If it's a circle, it's an event. And if it's a triangle, it's an appointment. Before we get into how to use a bullet journal, make sure that you click that like, subscribe, and notification button so that you never miss anything from Redhead Runaway. There are multiple different types of bullet journals. I use the Lettrum 1917, which is the original bullet journal. This one's actually sponsored, and you can get this on Ryder Carroll's bullet journal website or from the bullet journal app available in the App Store. I personally use both just to see how things go and make it easier for me. But the main function of a bullet journal is a blank journal like this that is just covered in little dots so that you can design anything that you want to make it a lot easier for you to function, to remember what you're going on. But the entire purpose of a bullet journal is to remember that your body and your brain function better when all of the cluttered nonsense that's going in your head isn't in there anymore. So if we put all of that into the bullet journal, it helps you figure out how to accomplish your tasks. It gives you a running note of what you're actually doing in your tasks, what you're accomplishing, what you're not accomplishing, and it gets it out of your brain so that you can organize it and do what you need to do. You don't have to have anything super complex to do a bullet journal. I just like shopping at Barnes & Noble, so I got the fancy one with the discount. But you can use anything. You can use any type of journal that you have already. It doesn't have to be dotted, although it does make it easier. The whole point of this system is to use what you have available to you to make things work. Don't go out and buy something brand new if you're not sure that you're going to use it. You need your bullet journal, whatever your journal is going to be. Mine has 3 bookmarks in it and a little folder pouch at the back, which makes life a lot easier. On top of that, I personally really like having a little pencil case to put all of my bullet journal things inside of it. You need a pen, a pencil. If you're like me, you make tons of mistakes. I'm a perfectionist when I do my bullet journal, so I like everything to be laid out perfectly. Clamps, I have big ones and little ones just to hold the page steady when I'm doing things. And then if you really want to get fancy with it, you can use a simple ruler. This was like 50 cents at Target. And fine liners. I will link all of the products that I use in the bottom for people to look and see which ones work best for them, but this is what I really enjoy when it comes to colors. So what are the benefits of a bullet journal? A bullet journal, or a bujo, as you're probably going to find it on the internet, is a way to take everything in your brain, put it in one organized place, and then cross things off as you finish them. Figure out what's relevant for you and what is no longer relevant to your life. It's kind of a brain dump situation where you put everything out on paper and you can sort it out later. Just get it out of your head so that you can process and focus on what you're working on at hand and come back to everything else later. What I really like about my bullet journal is that it operates not only as a way for me to maintain what I'm doing, do my tasks, and stay on top of everything, but it keeps me organized along with having memory on the side of it. It doubles as kind of a journal diary, a scrapbook, and a task manager. So it gets everything accomplished into one. All I have to do is take this little book with me and I'm ready to go. You can put stickers on them if you want. Some people do, some people don't. It took me a long time to finally put stickers on it, but this is kind of a memory keepsake. I can just go through here, I can pick one of the days and reflect on what happened that day and see all the different things that went. In the same way that taking photos of something helps, this does the same thing. You can write down how you were feeling, what you accomplished that day, where you were, any memorable things from that, what you had to eat, if you tried a new recipe, if you went to a new place, if you met someone new, anything like that can go into your bullet journal. It can also be used for habit tracking. It can be used for task management. It can be used for movies and TV shows that you're watching. The possibilities are truly endless, which is great because it's a blank platform. The standard for me when I use my bullet journal is to get everything out of my brain so that I can process. I use mine to combat my anxiety. Plain and simple. Life is stressful, and this really helps me to get out of my brain so I don't have to worry about it. I can see it on paper and I can organize what I need. The easiest way to set up a bullet journal is to have a sheet of paper that you just put everything down on it. What your goals are, what you need to focus on right now, what your tasks are, and that way you can organize them into the bullet journal and what works best for you. I tend to lean towards minimalistic styles, although there are some really fun month spreads that I do that have color and quotes in them. But for the most part, I like to stick to a very simple task and just write everything out, track everything, and keep it where it needs to be. Another thing to remember is that your bullet journal doesn't have to be perfect. This is just for you. This is something that I really struggle with on my own because I do tend to be a perfectionist. I'm shocked to no one. But the cleaner everything is in here, the easier it is for me to read it, that I feel better about it, but no one else is going to go through this. The best part about having a bullet journal is that it works for you and it's individual to you. If you are the type of person who buys a big planner and then skips a week because you forget to write in it, you don't have to worry about that with a bullet journal. You're not going to get to a point where you notice that you haven't written in this and you're now a failure. You can just turn the page and start over and have a new design, and that works perfectly fine for you. Bullet journals are meant to be a creative endeavor. You can be as artistic as you want, like Amanda Rachley, who has tons of creative and colorful designs on hers, and if you go over Instagram, there's hundreds upon thousands of really cool creative bujos that may work for you, that may not work for you. If you like to color, that's a great way to use it. You can draw designs in there and color them as the week goes by. But if you're more minimalistic and you want something, just get your tasks done. That was the original purpose of the bullet journal, was to take your tasks out of your brain, put them on a piece of paper so that you can accomplish them as you need to, and it helps with your productivity. It's a productivity tool. You can put your tasks in there, you can put your notes in there, anything that seems important to you that you need to get out of your brain goes in here. The main thing that I've noticed about using a bullet journal that's really helped me is that it lets me sleep better. When you get into bed and you have that running to-do list of all the things that you have to accomplish tomorrow, you're no longer dealing with that, because before you go to bed, you're reflecting on how your day was and you're writing down everything that would be in that list and getting it out of your brain so that when you do go to sleep, you're ready for sleep. There's nothing else going on in your brain and you're able to dedicate the energy to recharge and reflect. It also is a really nice way to track personal growth. And if you've been on my channel before, you know that that's something that I'm actually striving for. I want to build a professional atmosphere for myself as I sit here with neon pink hair and makeup on. I want to build a life for myself that I'm confident in, that I feel accomplished with, and this allows me to do that. I'm able to write down my tasks on it. I'm able to write the goals that I want long term, and I can track them and come back in 3 months and see where I was. See what worked well for me this month, what didn't work well for me. I can track grocery lists. I can track important facts. I can track tarot readings. If you want to experiment with different things and try writing them in here and see what happens, you can track your credit. You can track your 2 sentences a day is one that a lot of people use. Full calendar spread. The possibilities really are endless. And if bullet journaling seems like something that you'd be interested in, be sure to follow me on Instagram. It's linked below, and you'll be able to see my bullet journal layouts that I post every week as I try something new. And if you want to learn how different layouts work and what I thought of them, be sure to check out the Bujo Boudoir blog series on my website, redheadrunaway.com. So what do you think? If you're interested in what a bullet journal is, and now that you've seen a little bit more about it, it seems like something you would like to look more into, be sure to drop in the comments and let me know what your thoughts on it are. What type of planner do you use right now? I was a passion planner user before I started using bullet journal. Are you just a regular task person? Are you somebody who writes things in your phone? What are your ways of keeping your tasks? Put them in the comments. That's something that I would like to know. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit that little notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the Redhead Runaway content. If you would like to learn more about bujoing, be sure to check out my podcast, Redhead Runaway the Podcast, available on any platform you want, or go to our website, redheadrunaway.com, and sign up for the email list to get little tips and tricks on how to bujo sent to you each week. And don't forget, if you like what we do here on Redhead Runaway, we do have a Patreon where you can help support the channel. You can be directly involved in the content that we create. You can get special mail out sent directly to you, individual podcasts that are sent just to our patrons, new videos, extra footage, extra behind the scenes blogs. Like I said, my name is Tokencarnie, and this is Bujo Boudoir. I don't know what I'm looking at. Son of a bitch. Ugh, every fucking time I record. What the fuck am I doing here? I'm going to be talking about... No, that's not right. Fuck. Really, Ella? Now? No, go ahead. I'll wait. Go ahead, I'll wait. I hate everything. This is yours for you to reflect in. Really, Ellie? You're just gonna eat your food right now? I hate her. There are multiple Before we get into the different ways of using a bullet journal, be sure to click the like, subscribe, and notification button. It'll be able to... If you'd like to learn more about Bujo, you can follow me on Instagram where I post... If you like... I don't like any of this. And be sure to sign up for our email where we'll send you... Nope, not that. We'll send you things in our email. You'll get things in the email. That's just how it works. If you want to learn how to crush your goals... No, I'm not good at that. I have anxiety. This is me trying to cope with my anxiety. I use a bullet journal for my anxiety.